Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have... What the fuck am I doing? No, really. What the fuck am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. Scooby Doo the Douche Horse movie. Yeah, fuck it. Here's what I think of the movie. It fucking sucks. The end. No, I wouldn't do that to you. But at the same time, is this it? Is this really life? No, this isn't life. This isn't anything even representing life. But it's life for me. It's pretty pathetic, but it's all I got. I know what you're saying. Wow, that's pretty sad. Well, yeah, it is fucking sad. I don't get to go out and hang with friends. I don't even have any friends. I have nobody to contribute anything to. I have nobody to talk to or bounce things off of. Say, hey, what'd you think of that? I'll tell you what I think of that. No, it's just me bitching and moaning like I always do. And someone say, well, that's a pretty sad existence. Oh, yeah, it is a pretty sad existence. Just say you're thinking about Scooby fucking Doo. I mean, for God's sake, I've never done anything. I've never done anything to make someone's life better or gone and play a game with somebody. I would love to play a game with somebody. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, somebody's just like, oh, hey, why don't you come over playing this game with us? What game? Parcheesi. I don't know what the fuck people are playing, but you know what? It'd be nice. It'd be nice to be invited. I've never even gone out to a bar with somebody, hanging with some friends. I've never gone to a strip club. Okay, I've gone to a couple strip clubs, but I've never gone with anybody. I've never been there and actually been like... Again, not with people, but still, you know what? It'd be nice. It'd be nice just one day to go somewhere where somebody's just having a good time and somebody just says out of nowhere, hey, you know what? That guy was okay. Not great, but he was okay. Instead of, hey, who was that little fuck shit? Well, I'll tell you who that fuck shit is. He's a Nostalgia Critic. He remembers it so you don't fucking have to. Even though every fucking day he exists, he wishes he didn't have to. He wishes he didn't have to do this bullshit to make you watch and get you ratings. And why does it happen? Why do you keep coming back? Because you're fucking sick and I'm fucking stupid. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always gonna be. There is no change. There is no future. There is no past. The present is a joke. Everything is hell. My life is hell. This is the worst thing a human being could ever go through. Ah! So let's start. This is where I usually show a few clips from the trailer because I was too lazy to find any actual clips that are visually interesting for you. And I, of course, talk over it. I mean, what's the point in trying to change anything, right? I am where I am. Nothing's going to make it any different. It's not like I can just go back in time and alert my young self of the hell that awaits him.
Alright, Scooby Doo the movie! This is gonna be so clever and
What the hell?
Holy shit, it's like looking into the future!
Is that me from the past?
Oh, hey, does the internet ever become anything, or do we still just use it for porn? It's porn, isn't it?
Wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. How am I able to talk to my younger self?
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm about to watch the awesome Scooby Doo movie. It's great because I remember Scooby Doo existed, and this movie remembers that Scooby Doo existed, so it's really tapping into my childhood. Well, what's the word I'm looking for?
Nostalgia?
No, that's not it.
Well, look, younger me, whatever you do, don't watch that piece of crap.
What? But they say it's a satirical, hip, new look at the characters I know and love.
But it's not done well. It's just a corporate sellout.
Oh, well, then forget it. I hate corporate sellouts. They're all narcs. They can all just kiss my ass. Hey, by the way, what's it like making bajillions of dollars selling your ideas?
Yeah, about that. Little word of advice from your future self. You may not want to keep making those videos.
What? Why not?
Trust me, they're not as good as you think they are.
Well, what the hell do you know, you stupid close-minded narc?
I knew you, dumbass!
Yeah? Well, how do I know the corporations didn't get to you? How do I know they didn't find you and, like, brainwash you into talking to your younger self, convincing me not to make the greatest movies of all time?
Look, I'm not making this up. Listen to me, this is totally believable. You need to stop because Mara Wilson, the little girl from Mrs. Doubtfire, is going to find them and blackmail you with them years later.
Dude, that's seriously the best you could come up with?
Oh my god, if only you could see the future so you could understand what's in store for you.
Awesome!
What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What's going on here?
I don't know. It's like all these different parts of my life are coming together. The past, present, and future. All I wanted to do was just watch the fucking Scooby Doo movie.
Great! I was going to put it on too. My memory of Scooby Doo is so bad, I was going to put it on to see if I could remember it.
But wait, both I and the young me were gonna watch it too.
Great Scott! We're all gonna watch the same movie!
Yeah, so?
And yet somehow it caused a temporal anomaly in time. We best watch this movie together, Critic. Something tells me that all the answers to our questions may be in this film.
Oh, trust me, this film has no answers.
Speak for yourself, Narc.
Oh, shut up, you pretentious little...
Hey, don't make me split myself apart.
He started it, Narc.
Well, let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what's going on. Let's watch the Scooby Doo movie. So the film opens with Big Shock, a pop song.
Yeah, but so what? The original had pop songs too.
Yeah, and I'm sure that never dated either. Just like having Sandy Duncan or the Harlem Globetrotters.
Who? Exactly.
So after listening to, I don't know, Scoob Doggy Dog, we start off with a caper going on. Or rather, the end of the caper, actually.
Shockingly, Daphne's been captured again.
When the Luna Ghost rounds the corner with Daphne, Shaggy and Scooby will pop out of the barrel.
Then you'll activate the conveyor belt, spilling the vat of oil onto the floor.
Did we fast forward past a few scenes?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? They're giving you a taste of what one of the capers on the show was like, but you wouldn't really get that unless you grew up watching the show.
Well, I did, and I think it's very clever that they're satirizing the original, showing that they have a sense of humor. By making Scooby look like Marmaduke. Seriously, is that supposed to be Scooby Doo? It barely looks like him. It looks more like a gremlin that got microwaved with a bear rug.
Not to mention the crappy CGI effects. Tell me, did they really look that bad in your time period?
Well, not this bad, but hey, maybe it's a loving send-up to the bad animation of the original show.
Yeah, but the original show had an excuse for why it was bad. Each episode had the budget of a ham sandwich and 2 minutes to put it together. What's this film's excuse?
Well, it is kinda neat though how they're making fun of their roles. Like how Daphne's the damsel in distress, Velma's the smart one, Fred's full of himself. Look, they're even mocking the pointless celebrity cameos.
I don't think that's mocking a pointless celebrity cameo. I think that just is a pointless celebrity cameo.
This is a victory for any celebrity who wants to make a quality, ecologically friendly action figure.
Hey, look! Michael Moore and the Jerry Maguire kid!
Come on, it's a satire of the original show, and that automatically makes it funny. Show me something that's a satire that isn't automatically funny. I don't know what those are yet.
Oh man, Smithers! The creepy janitor?
Well, maybe if they keep it going throughout the rest of the film, but I don't know. It seems like they're playing their cards pretty early. If the whole film is supposed to satirize the show, why aren't they saving these jokes for the rest of the movie? Why are they using them up in the first couple minutes? It's spoiling the fun early for fans and confusing newcomers.
It's like the Brady Bunch movie. They'll have a ton of jokes like this throughout the entire
I quit.
minute.
I was gonna quit in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I quit.
Well, that seemed like a relatively short flick.
Good riddance.
Well, they never did that in the show.
Yeah, even from a dramatic standpoint, that seems a little early to throw in. Wouldn't it make more sense if they saved this for like the end of the second act or something?
Well, hey, maybe they get right back together real soon. Okay.
Primo. Oh man. Talk about toasted.
Boo! Boo! You did that shot on purpose! So yeah, a mere 2 years passes by as suddenly the owner of an amusement park called Spooky Island contacts them one by one and fools them all out into coming out to solve the mystery. They decide to all go, but not after establishing that each one of them wants to solve the mystery themselves.
I was gonna solve a mystery all by myself for the first time ever.
How are you gonna save yourself when you get caught?
I'm a black belt now. I've transformed my body into a dangerous weapon.
Okay, I'm a little confused. I thought in the show they all liked each other.
Well, they did!
But how come they don't like each other now?
Because clever?
No, here's fucking clever. No! I'm sorry, I just got back from the movie theater from seeing the most awesome movie of all time, The Two Towers. And that had fucking Gollum in it. That is one of the best CG characters of all time. And yet this abomination came out the exact same year? Are you shitting me? For
God's sakes, Roger Rabbit was better integrated than him! And I'm supposed to know that he's not really there!
That is a beautiful work of art, Scoob.
Oh, here's a fun little fact for you. Elsa Fisher's in this movie.
Elsa Fisher? Oh, that sweet honey from Wedding Crashers?
Who?
Oh, you don't know her yet, but she's one of the most attractive women you'll ever see in your life. Oh my gosh, she is such a hottie.
Would you mind me taking a seat there?
Who the hell is that? That's Elsa Fisher? Really? Her?
She's okay, I guess.
No, they make her like one of the prettiest women of all time. She's like a knockout.
If you say so.
No, and she's funny too. Really, really funny.
Nobody's ever given me a stuffed dismembered head before.
I swear to God, she becomes really, really funny.
Really?
No, really, she's funny and attractive. There's this really great scene where she ties Vince Vaughn to a bed and puts a sweaty sock in his mouth.
Do I have to become you?
It works in context! So, take a guess what the young lady who befriends Scooby and Shaggy is named. No, really, guess. The first thing that pops into your mind is probably correct.
I'm Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Her name is actually Mary Jane.
Like, that is my favorite name.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you should totally meet her sister. Pot! Oh, and here's another weird one. She just loves Scooby snacks. Yeah. What are the odds?
They're 100% vegetarian, and I love them.
Like me, too.
I have never met another person who loves Scooby snacks.
Me neither.
It's like finding the really hot chick who loves playing video games, eating Hot Pockets, and living in your mother's house.
Or the one who likes Vince Vaughn tied to a bed with a sock in his mouth.
That works in context!
To cause a dog to discontinue any action, you simply flick it on the nose. See?
Did that dog just punch someone?
Yeah, Scooby performed physical assault. I don't know if I'm for that.
Yeah, I'll admit, a part of my childhood feels ravaged.
Fuck you, asshole.
So they get to the island and find out that it was Mr. Bean who called them there. Why? Because not only does he have a mystery for them to solve, but he wanted to see them all back together to relive that nostalgic feeling.
There's that word again. I don't think you know the proper meaning.
I believe somebody is casting a spell on the students. Can you notice any difference between those arriving and those departing?
They look like sober, well-behaved college kids.
Precisely. And they didn't before they came. In other words, a magic spell.
Now, wait a minute. Magic spells? Come on. The original Scooby Doo made it very clear that there's no such thing as supernatural element in their world. Just a talking dog who has an appetite for 6-foot sandwiches.
Oh, thanks for being the voice of reason.
No problem.
So they try to figure out what's been causing all the teenagers on the island to act so strange by looking into one of the closed attractions.
Daphne, exit through the entrance. Velma and I will enter here through the exit there. And Shaggy and Scooby, do whatever you guys do.
I didn't think it was possible, but this Fred actually has less of a personality than the original Fred. In fact, they probably just picked an actor who could already answer to his name.
You know, normally it's the actors chewing the scenery, not the scenery chewing the actors.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even the sets have a little too much going on. It's hard to make much of it out to appreciate the design, and the actors often get lost in it. But it's okay. It won't distract from the pointless slapstick we have here.
Why is this funny in a cartoon and not really here?
Because a cartoon goes out of its way to convince you that it's alive. This film goes out of its way to convince you there's no life in it whatsoever.
Well, I guess that does make sense, huh, Critic? Critic?
Great! God! He vanished!
What's going on here? Where am I?
You're in my realm now, Critic. A world with no past, present, or future.
What? Who are you?
An old friend.
Roger? Roger, didn't that kill you? I thought we figured out that all guardian angels were mortal.
They are. This is where angels go after they die.
Wow. So how many angels are here?
Just me. Apparently, I was the only one that didn't figure out angels could get murdered. Shut up! I'm here to tell you that the temporal anomaly is not fixed. That all mankind is doomed.
What? How do you know?
In this realm, I know all.
I don't believe you.
Oh. And do you have a purgatory where angels go?
No.
Well, you sound like an expert on it. You know, tell you what, why don't I just leave? And you just get in charge. Hey, guys, Critic's in charge now. Yes, the Critic is in charge of purgatory. That's right, just like a freaking college kid who thinks he knows everything because he watches on MSNBC.
I comprehend.
He knows everything about politics, but he's never really done it. This guy's done it.
Okay! So how do I stop it?
I'll tell you what. I'll only answer yes or no questions. First time you ask one that isn't a yes or no question, you can't ask anymore.
Why's that?
Oh my god, you just wasted it. You just wasted it. You've been given one chance and you wasted it in less than a millisecond. What are you, a moron?
Is this one of the yes or no questions?
I was supposed to ask. You know what? Screw it. You're on your own.
Oh, come on, give me a hint. If all mankind is doomed, you can at least give me a hint.
All I can tell you is it has something to do with your review.
How?
Well, that you'll have to figure out on your own.
Why?
Think of it as my way of saying thanks, buddy.
Guys, the end of the world is upon us. If we don't do something, all mankind is doomed.
Oh, what do we do?
I don't know.
Well, where do we go?
I don't know.
Well, is there anything you do know?
Yes, it has something to do with this review.
So we should just keep watching the review?
Yes!
Okay. Glad you brought that up. Who knows what we might have been doing if you didn't mention that.
So Velma and Fred come across a video that sort of shows the villain's evil plan.
Interaction between young people is polite and casual.
Hey, sorry, bro. I will crush your bones into dust!
Let's see how the situation should be handled.
Hey, sorry, bro.
No big whoop, dog. Yo, did you catch that new vid on the box?
True that. I'm up to snuff on all popular trends.
Word.
White people, making life uncool since the dawn of time.
So they figure Mr. Bean is the culprit, but there's still an hour left.
Hey, look, Velma's talking to a guy for a minute. I guess that means they're gonna get together in the end.
Oh, please. Everybody knows that she's saving herself for Daphne.
Really focusing on a mystery reminds me of the old days. We were quite a crew back then, but every family has one nut.
Scrappy-Dappy-Doo!
Oh, God! Scrappy-Doo is in this movie!
I can't remember. Who is he again?
Just one of the most annoying shit piles ever squirted.
And when I find him, I'll give him a good dose of puppy power! Ta-da!
Oh God, he's peeing on me!
And as we all know, there's nothing funnier in the early 2000s than a dog that urinates on cue.
Brappy, I told you, no urinating on deck.
That's my job!
To be fair, though, they do make him intentionally annoying. In fact, he's actually cast out in just a few seconds. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, Scooby is supposed to be his caretaker, I remember that. So casting the kid to the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, just leaving him to die? That's a pretty big asshole thing to do, isn't it? I mean, that's downright evil for such an innocent character. What a bitch! Or a male bitch!
That little egomaniac had flipped his lid.
You don't have the scrote for this job, Pally!
Well, hell, if that's the case, why is that scene even in the movie? It's only a couple seconds long. It's just an annoying bit of nothing. What's the purpose of it?
Maybe he's the villain.
What?
What?
Well, if the scene's only a couple seconds long and they're not writing a good mystery and it's entirely pointless, maybe that's the only point of having it, just to make him a bad guy.
No, I couldn't. It'd just be too stupid. It makes so little sense. Right?
I think maybe we should keep watching the review.
Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, and remember remember those supernatural elements we said just a moment ago were never in the original show? Well, they're all over in this one. And sadly, it looks like they could only afford one design for these creatures, which I guess is understandable. All the money obviously had to go to the Scooby burping scenes.
There, I did my one line for the trailer. Now let's get out of here.
And is it me, or does it look like those supernatural beings smoke a few too many Marlboro cigarettes? Trust me, it's not wise for supernatural beings to be smoking Marlboro cigarettes. I convinced an alien race to take up smoking once, and, well, let's just say it didn't turn out well. So Fred and Velma get captured, and it's up to Daphne, Scooby Doo, Shaggy, and Mary Jane to go save them.
So we can defeat the creatures and save Fred and Velma.
Well, that's sort of like my plan, which is get the heck out of here and let the creatures eat Fred and Velma.
Okay, I never thought I'd say this, but that was too cowardly. Honestly, Shaggy would run away, but not at the cost of sacrificing his friends. It's okay to make fun of the characters, but not when it's out of character. Shaggy would never be that cruel.
Fred and Velma always figured out everything.
My middle name is Judas!
But they discovered that, again, through those supernatural powers, they've turned Fred into more of a tool than usual.
Man, we got beats like it was the listeners on Earth. You know what I'm saying, G?
Well, now he's just acting like Freddie Prinze Jr. But Fred turns his teen friends against our heroes and tracks them down.
Get the dog.
Technically only.
Hurry, get the dog!
They escape and find a way into the center of the villain's lair.
Thank God I'm so high I can't feel my 8 broken bones.
Shaggy then finds the souls of all the people who had their souls sucked out.
Okay, this is really stupid.
And he tries to return them to their proper bodies.
That's one part of the mystery solved. The creatures must need our bodies to survive in sunlight. Like a human suit. SPF 1 million.
Whatever keeps you talking in that top, I am totally fine with. But some of the bodies get a little mixed up.
I couldn't get to my body. I didn't know where else to go. I panicked. I can look at myself naked.
This movie was intended for children, right?
I don't think it was meant for anybody.
Once they get their bodies back in sync, they sneak into the bad guy's evil tomb where Mr. Bean, who apparently is Captain Crunch Chocula, is about to perform an evil ceremony to steal all the island's souls. But the team knocks him out and finds out who he really is. Old Man Robot! Actually, no. Believe it or not, it's Scrappy.
Puppy power!
Oh! Called it!
Oh, no!
For the love of God.
please!
Are you serious? That's right. Scrappy was the villain the whole time. How can something sound so right and yet feel so wrong?
Because I, Scrappy Dappy Doo, have absorbed enough energy to rule the world with my all-powerful army! In a much more clever movie, this would actually be hilarious. But here, it's just kind of awkward. It feels like last-minute fan fiction.
It's the biggest twist since finding out Martin was the bad guy in Secret of NIMH 2. A real jaw-dropper.
Where are you?
Jesus, what, is he transforming into Pumbaa?
Hello, Timon! I've come to eat your soul!
We also get the end of Daphne's incredibly complex story arc.
Now who's the damsel in distress?
Me?
Straight up.
I don't even get it. Was Daphne really captured that often? I don't know. I seem to remember Scooby and Shaggy being in more peril than her. Hell, I thought even Scrappy had to be saved more times.
I think it's more she never did anything as opposed to getting captured all the time, but yeah, it's still a little confused. But hey, they do stop the evil Scrappy and his satanic powers of hell.
Oh God, how could they not make this joke work?
Hey, look, Velma hooks up with that guy she shared a sentence with. Called that one too! And so does Fred and Daphne? Oh, that's kind of confusing. Were they a thing in the original show?
I don't know. Young me.
Kinda, sorta, not really. People always like to hint at it like maybe they had a thing going, but they never actually shared any chemistry on the show.
Well, then the movie and the show have something in common.
Yeah, where in the film did they ever indicate they have a romantic interest? And now you're telling me that technically it didn't even exist in the show? I mean, does any of this satisfy any audience whatsoever? I mean, Scooby-Doo is the ultimate nostalgic dream. It existed long ago, it exists today, and it'll probably continue to exist in the future. Whatever it is, there is just some sort of weird, awkward, simple charm to the original that is apparently trying to carry through. But does it work in this fucking piece of shit?
No!
No!
Well, no.
For whatever reason, Scooby-Doo continues to keep going. There's tons of reincarnations, there's tons of different versions, there's a ton of different takes, but most of them keep what is essentially the Scooby-Doo formula and characters. Except for fucking this. If it wanted to be a satire, fine. If it wanted to be an homage, fine. But this is just a cluttered, unfocused mess. The effects are horrible, the jokes fall flat, and the characters aren't identifiable unless you watch the show. And even then, they're not that loyal to them. They're mostly just cardboard cutouts or stereotypes of the original characters, and even then, they're not really half the time stereotypes of the original character. They're just stereotypes of stereotypes. It's incredible not only how much this movie misses the point and the ideas of the original show, but how many different moods and angles it's trying to attack it with, and how many of them don't work. And worst of all, making Scrappy Doo the villain.
Now, from my point of view, I don't remember watching the show at all, so inserting him as the bad guy makes no sense as a film on its own.
Yeah, and from my standpoint, it made no sense because I know the characters, and the characters would never do this. Scrappy Doo would never be evil, Scooby Doo would never abandon him on the side of the street, and the series would never be this mean-spirited.
Yeah, and from my point of view, it doesn't make sense because it wasn't fully developed from a comedic standpoint. Why? Because the movie doesn't know if it wants to be mean-spirited, lighthearted, or both. But whatever it's trying to be, it doesn't work. It just straight up fails, and it straight up sucks. This movie can cock my ass!
Looks like the temporal anomaly is taking its toll!
Oh my god, it's gonna wipe us out!
Damn it! We can never figure out the answers! Oh god, how can something so horrible... Wait a minute. That's it! Something so horrible! Something so horrible! We all sat through the horrible movie!
What? What do you mean?
The past, present, future! It never managed to please anybody! Think about it! It doesn't meet up to the nostalgic memories of the past, the current judgments of the present, or the fresh thoughts of the future! It fails on all accounts, and it's destroying us all!
Well, what do we do then?
The only thing we can do! We have to destroy it in every time period!
Great!
Narc.
This is it. No turning back now.
Goodbye, Critic. We had our laughs, but as we all know, all good things must come to an end.
We'll see, Roger. We'll see. Hey, Scooby-Doo! Where are you? I'll tell you where. And how!
What happened? Did it work? Are the young me and the old me okay?
The old me, the young me. Next, you'll be worrying about your goldfish.
Come on, you know I ate them a while ago.
Yes, you saved humanity once again.
Yeah, I am awesome! Woo! Yeah, you owe me, world! You owe me! Ha ha! Oh, I can't wait to celebrate with...
Oh, yeah. I guess I have no need to celebrate with.
Well, maybe this time you can do things a little different.
But Roger, there's something I don't understand. It's something I've never understood about film. If a movie is so bad and everybody hates it, then why is it still a big hit? Why do so many people keep watching it?
Well, yeah. Oh, no. I won't tell you that. But I will tell you there is much that awaits you possibly beyond your wildest dreams, or more terrifying than your worst nightmare. Either way, I'll be watching and always making sure you have something to critique. See you! Dot, dot, dot. Up there.
That was really quite beautiful to that whole awkward ending thing.
Hey.
Hey, Rob. What are you doing?
Getting snacks for the poker game.
Poker game? I never knew you did a poker game here.
Told you every night for the past 5 years. You've just never listened. I'm a dinosaur. Bye.
So Ghost of Christmas Future, you're the Grim Reaper as well?
Well, being the angel of death is my 9-to-5 job. I do the whole Ghost of Christmas Future thing around the holidays just to pad the wallet. Got 3 kids and a nagging wife. I gotta buy presents for all of them. It's a nightmare.
I'm a dinosaur.
This is undisputably true.
Well, I think I'm gonna win tonight because I've been studying both your poker faces.
Good luck with that.
Is there a problem?
No, I just thought I'd join you this evening.
Of course! Pull up a chair!
Kennedy.
Oh, thank you. You know, I was actually quite the card player in my youth. God, I should have done this a long time ago.
You were always welcome.
Well, 5 card stud, nothing wild, and the star's the limit.
You know we already have cards.
Don't ruin the moment.
I can look at myself naked.